hear us. Oh, I can hear us now.
Good.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So we're back on.
Can you hear us now?
All right, T. You should be able to hear us now. Okay.
I can hear us.
All right. We
I
back.
started again.
All right. We're here. Let's go.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. The devil was busy, but we here feeling like the crew wish. How you hearing, baby?
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm happy to be here again on another Sunday. Welcome to Spark FM. Welcome to Bedroom Topics. As I stated before, when you couldn't hear us, we were gone for 2 weeks, but we're back. Special guests in the building. Beautiful people. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get back to bedroom topics. The last couple of shows were more on a serious note, but we're gonna have fun with this one. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready. Got my, got my cup.
You just don't give a fuck.
We're ready to get funky.
All right, well.
This is uncensored, so please, guests, be free to talk as well.
Uh,
Go.
just quick, fast.
Yes.
How was your 2 weeks?
Great.
Just like that.
I've had a pretty good 2 weeks. Busy as always, getting back into the groove of things with the kids, transitioning over to the new year and stuff like that with the kids that I work with. Had a dope event yesterday at Spark FM with shout out to what's his name, Don.
Yeah.
Don the Firearms. We had
Fire.
our gun our LTC class here, which was super dope. Super dope. A lot of ladies came out for that. There were some men in the building as well, but it was really great to learn about the safety of guns and how it works and laws and things like that. And at the end, you were certified to carry, and you just continued with the next step, and then go from there. So super excited for me. Super excited to go to the gun range and let loose a little bit. But yeah, it was cool. I had a great weekend. Great weekend with my husband. Been chilling at home with the family and doing some other things. But yeah, it's been good. What about you?
You know me, the only thing I enjoyed in my last 2 weeks was the time of spending with you, and then being able to pop up on it was an album release party in New York City, and what's the whole name of hotels was?
Hotel 1080, the old
Yeah.
Hotel RL.
Where we had
Brooklyn.
we had a pop up. We showed up there, and this young lady just sung her heart out. She had an amazing album, so shout out to her.
Yeah,
Um, But other than that, you know me, I'm trying to lay low, let my hair grow. But here's the case. This lady's been going viral. Viral. Not only is she, and I want to, when I say this, I want to give everybody full respect when I say this. She's been interviewing actors. She actually interviewed one actors from a Tubi movie that I actually watched with my wife. It was amazing. And when he was on there, I was impressed. I wanted his coat, but that's no here or there. But this lady, she's been going viral. She's very controversial. She's very, very difficult. But she's every man's dream but mine. I don't know why y'all gentlemen like her. This is my girl from the X-Men, as we would call her, Phoenix. Phoenix, welcome.
Yes, it's Phoenix Fire, baby. Your number one around the way girl. Yes, I am here at Spark FM. I love it. Love it. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, get into it.
First of all,
Dirk.
yeah, you got what you want to say. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, you don't know Mr. Dirk unless you've watched our show before, but you're gonna get to know how we get.
First of all, I want to know, who's your stylist?
So I dress myself, of course. When I have like real big events, I do have a stylist. His name is DW. He is a designer for Akira. And that's like, I got on an Akira coat right now. Akira is like, that's a crazy spot for some outfits. And, but mainly, I dress myself. I got like a 50-year-old fox hat on,
Got the
this
Missy
Akira
Elliott vibe.
jacket,
Super cute.
these bomb glasses we talked about
Fire,
earlier.
fire.
So no, I dress myself. I've always kind of been stylish, I would say. I'm a Roxbury girl. Roxbury, we know how to do what we do. We like a New England Harlem almost in a sense.
Okay.
You love New York, I would say.
Yeah.
Shout out to New York. shout out to our TikTok friends. I think they want to see our guests, so I'm just gonna, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's fine. Hey, TikTok.
Let me see 'em.
Hey, TikTok. Hi,
Keep
everybody.
you for a little bit,
Okay.
So they can rock with you.
Okay.
They're used to seeing our face, so they
Yes.
want them to see a beautiful, different face tonight. So let's get busy.
All right, let's put it up. 1 for the trouble, 2 for the show. Bedroom topics. Time to go.
Time to go.
This is Bedroom Topic Uncensored. If your kid is up watching the show, this is not the show for him right now. Secondly, let's get into the show. Here goes my first question. When I ask you these questions, tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
When women get married, the first thing they do is lift up their skirt so men could remove
The garter belt.
the garter belt. Why, once a man get married, that's the hardest thing for a man to do is get a woman to lift up her skirt after they're married?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you your opinion.
So I didn't have that problem. You know, like I didn't withhold that in my marriage, in that union. I hear it a lot, you know, especially being a family law paralegal. Certain reasons to file for divorce for men is that, you know, I got 4 babies. I didn't have to do that. Yeah, I didn't have that problem.
So, okay. No, I gotta warm you up for my
Yeah, come
shenanigan
on, get me
bullshit,
warmed
right?
up.
You said
It's
you was
cold
in
in
a
here.
10-year bid. Now, hear me out. When I hear bid, I hear misery because a bid is just not something nobody wants to be in.
I did a 10-year bid.
I don't want to get in debt into it.
We don't have to get in debt, but I did a 10-year bid.
Elaborate, just quick. Fast.
You know, people get locked up for many reasons. You know, I made a choice to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? And in that 10 years, I lost a lot of myself. I felt like I was in, what is that? Confinement? What do they call that?
Like confinement. Like you were kind of stuck in like a prison.
I was put in that box.
Yeah.
You know, like as if I was in trouble, I did something wrong. I love marriage. I love being married. I love doing all those wifely duties. I'm sorry, I'm big on gender roles. So I didn't have a problem with having the babies and working. I mean, working is one thing. Me being a mother and working, I was able to still pay people to clean my house or pay people to cook every now and again. So to relieve some of the stress off of me. But it was still a difficult marriage. I mean, 10 years, I think I'm still on probation. I've been divorced 6 years. I feel like I'm still on. I'm on probation. Like, no, parole. I'm on parole, okay? And that's just because the kids, you know, like I still have to somewhat interact with this person. That's pretty much it. So that's that parole, you know.
And now that I got that.
I want to say real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, talk to me.
From the very beginning, when he talked about you coming out to the show, that's the first thing he kept talking about. She said she did a 10-year bid.
10 years.
What's a 10-year bid? What does that mean, baby? I'm like, well, to her, maybe her marriage felt like jail. I don't fucking know. We're gonna ask her when she get on the show. But I think that maybe did it rub you the wrong way?
It definitely rubbed
Let me
off.
elaborate again because I said something before we broke the mics, right? So that's something we ain't talking about.
Right.
So now you see why I said that. Okay, so that's that part. Why it would rub you the wrong way is because for me, I am known in Boston. I was a basketball player. I went to Boston Public Schools. I went to Madison. Once I said I do, I disappeared. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I was gone. Nobody saw me. I did real estate for years. I owned property. Like, you know, I was out here doing positive things. But once I said I do, y'all didn't see Phoenix anymore. So now I'm like really out here doing what I probably should have always done. I probably should have always been. Am I bitter, angry, or no?
You don't seem like
I
that.
love marriage. Let me tell you, there was a point where, you have the warden giving you like passes to do stuff. I felt like that at times. Like there was happy times is what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? I'm speaking in metaphors.
No, I get it. I get
Right.
it, I
So
get it.
there were happy times. There was times where, inmates they're not always upset. There are happy times, whether you get some money put in your commissary or whatever. Like that's kind of like, there were happy times. Whether it was the love making, whether it was giving birth to my children, there was happy times. But the good did not outweigh the bad. And marriage is different for everybody.
Everybody. I'm just happy that it did not make you bitter.
It didn't,
You
no.
had some bitter or some unhappy moments, like you said,
Right.
after the fact. But I'm very happy and blessed, and I thank God.
God has
that it
been
did
good to
not
me.
make you a bitter, because we have too many bitter, hurt black men and women.
Both.
From toxic ass relationships.
Absolutely.
And it just carries and it carries and it carries. So I thank God, and I hope He continues to bless you in your endeavors. And beautiful woman, shining bright like the star that you are. Shout out to you, for real.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Bullshit.
No, it's real shit.
Bullshit.
No, it's real shit.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm going to ask the questions that the people want to ask. The people want to know, so I'm going to ask. When you say you stayed in the 10-year bid, was it the intimacy that kept you outside of that union you had? Like,
No,
take the kids away, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause I don't ever want to talk about nobody's kids.
Absolutely.
What outside of the kids, what made you stay and say, you know what, you still feel like I'm yours. No matter what you go through, I'm still gonna be there for you. I'm still to do this. Whatever you might think, you might call it a bid, but you had a choice. What made you stay? Was it the intimacy?
So I was a woman of God. I am a woman of God. What I didn't understand, which I know that God has revealed to me now, that who God puts together, let no man curse. God didn't put that union together. So I stayed because, you got to understand, I've been raised to not divorce. Oh, divorce is not the thing. So let's not bring up the kids. I also did not want to walk away with the shame and the guilt of being a divorcee, even if I had children or not. I made this vow in front of God, and I am in this covenant with this person. So I was determined to stay regardless of what I endured. I was 200 pounds. I'm 5'1". There's no way in the world I should have been 200 pounds. So that lets you know right then and there was some stuff going on. You know what I mean? So I don't even know if that's a question people ask about me. Nobody knows like I got kids unless I talk about it. Nobody really knows that. Most people just think I got somebody, and I haven't been single for all this time. Like most people just go off of assumptions. And I get that from my inboxes. Like, I know you got a man. I know. Yes.
So let me straight up ask you this on the air, because I got some questions for you.
Okay.
And shout out to my bro D, because when I go through shit, he always enlighten me on some things I need to ask. And he asked me this question, so I'm going to ask you this question: are you healed, or do you isolate yourself so you won't be a target,
No, honey.
a trigger?
No.
No what?
It's so funny you bring this up. Just yesterday, I was having a conversation with a gentleman, and he asked that. He said, do you think you're broken? I said, honey, I've been broke. I've already been broken. Broken is past tense. God has done miraculous things in my life. I will say this, that everything that I thought I knew about dating and even marriage and being a mom or being a friend and a sister, I learned some stuff after that divorce, that there was some things about me codependent in a sense. I'm interdependent because I'm really big on being interdependent, meaning I can self-sustain, and then I could become very submissive and allow the man to lead within a relationship. I learned that I had dealt with some stuff like people pleasing and stuff. I didn't know that until the divorce. So where I'm at now when it comes to vetting and dating, child, if I didn't go through that, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. I'm not hidden. I'm out here in these streets. Like, I'm not, there's no, like, seriously, there is no bitterness. I forgave and I moved on.
Just say hi to a couple of people real quick. We want to. Hey, sis Tanya. Sister Tanya's on. Emadisa, welcome, sweetheart. Missy, welcome.
Sis, what up?
We miss you too. There's what is it? Jonathan? Jonathan Kirkland?
Oh, that's
Okay.
my boy.
Yep,
What's
that's
up,
my
Jonathan?
video for you. Yep.
Family, what up, family?
Yep, you people is in the building.
What's up, everybody?
Okay. What helped heal? Missy would like to know what helped heal you.
What helped heal me was I can't, prayer, fasting, seeking God on, moving forward and being in his will only. Those were the choices I made. So therapy is key. You know what I mean? Like, therapy is key. But when I've been in therapy, the therapists always say, Phoenix, we have to say this. It's like, you get it. You already know the tools. So I've definitely made it apparent to heal, walk in love, walk in forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important. And I tell my children, you forgive immediately. Don't wait. So even if you have to say it out your mouth, this person hurt you, this dude or this girl didn't do you right, forgive them immediately. Then if you have to stop talking to them, or if you have to cauterize, I'm a cauterize type of person. I cauterize it out. Like, there is no coming back once that fire is on that wound, but just forgive. And one thing I would have to say that, the gentleman that I was married to for 10 years, is he's lucky that forgiveness is my main focus, because the type of person that I am,
Your name is Phoenix. We know.
honey, let me tell you something. I just don't, it don't take me 500 years to consume myself and come out of the ashes. Like, I'm gonna shoot a nigga down. Like, y'all talking about LTC, I got, blickety blick, blick, blick on me now. Like, I don't play. And I have to always be in that place of being kind and gentle and forgiving and loving and forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. You know what I mean? So
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
When you talk more for, just put the mic closer to your lip, because people say they can't hear.
they can't hear me?
Yeah, turn your
you guys
phones
might
up.
have to turn me up.
So I'm gonna ask some questions now.
Right.
Because I want to get past this.
Yeah,
Warm
let's
up
get
stage.
off that.
I'm off
Like,
of that, right?
we've been off that.
Now,
Okay.
we grown, so I gotta ask you the truth about the truth.
All
Good
right,
job,
ask me the
woman.
truth.
And I'm pretty sure you're in your dating stage right now. Ask him to slide over this way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because of why
Thank you so much.
you in a dating stage right now, right? I don't want to say you dating. Let's just say you dating. Hypothetically, if
Okay.
you dating, not dating, not my business.
All right.
But let's say you dating too, because I want to play devil's advocate. There was a point in time you was dating before you got married, and I know what I did to you to keep you. Now, it wasn't just a
Oh,
tip.
shoot.
So let me just get into before I get into my questions, ladies. Right off the rip, who fucks better, younger men or older men? Come on, she just got the tickle giggles. I just have to ask right off the rip, who fucks better, older men or younger?
Oh, wow. Y'all are very explicit in here.
This is bedroom
So,
topic.
I will tell you this. I've been divorced for 6 years now. After I was divorced, like right after, like I'm free, right? I lost some weight. I bleached my hair. At that time, I was 40. Like, I was so fresh out here. But my goal was, not to necessarily get into the dating scene too quickly. But let me tell you something. I was at Cathay one night, and this fine honey was like, "Excuse me, miss." And I said, "Yeah." And he was like, I've been peeping you. Anyways, I'm like, "How old are you? Because you kind of look young." He's like, "I'm 25. So I will say this. A whole new world.
Nigga gotta sing it. He gotta sing it. She just went from grown to
Bouncing
Disney
things
character.
I never knew. Let me tell you,
Okay.
I was rocking with him for 3 years. We did a 26th birthday, 27th birthday, 28th birthday. Once he turned 28, I'm like, you know,
He ain't no longer young than you. You don't want him.
no. Stop. It's not that. It's that, you know, I got to respect the fact that this young man here, he likes me and I like him too. But moving forward, it's not going to be nothing. And I've debated. I hear you, like he's making a face, but I thought about it, right? I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
You did it for 3 years.
I did, but that was, so here's the thing with that 3 years. That 3 years consisted of this. Yo, I'm about to come through. I'm like, nigga, no, you ain't. I'll call you when I'm looking for you, type of thing. I really had to look at it like, I'm not going to allow the youth and the giggly feeling, like I felt like a little girl dealing with him, and I'm big on feeling like a little girl with a man. And it didn't matter that he was 25, 26, 27. The fact of the matter is I seen him as a man, like that was a god to me, you know what I mean? But I still had to control that part, you know, that I don't want to move forward. He should have more children. He should experience marriage too. You don't want to marry me, you know, like you have the right to live your life. And I understand. And so I didn't cook for him. I didn't cook. I didn't do any of those. I purposely let him pull up after 2. Like I just made it apparent that this is not the life I'm going to live with this young man forever. And I put a time frame on it. And that was the only, you know, guy. I know, I don't care what your face is saying, but that's the only young man that I was riding out with for those 3 years. And now I'm 3 years abstinent.
I definitely understand where you're coming from on that.
Right.
I understand where she's coming from. What? Yeah, because, you know, she's
Pinkies up.
you know, divorce or whatever. She's outside. She's feeling good. She's changing herself because, you know, what's women, we do that. You know, bad
Absolutely.
makeup, split up, divorce, whatever. We change our look. We lose weight. Whatever we got to do to make ourselves
All of the
feel
above.
back to the way we were and feel good about ourselves, we go there. To me, she was having fun with the nigga. It was like, I'm just
All
having
day.
fun with you. If I'm telling you to just only pull up after 2, I ain't cooking you a meal. You ain't staying the night. You ain't waking up to nothing. Like, it's high and by type of thing. It is what it is. And I respect the fact, too, because the fact that he was young, he is going to want to have children in the future. He is going to want to get married. She been there, done that. She don't want, I ain't doing that with you. So,
I contemplated.
I'm right there with you.
I contemplated though. I will say this. I thought about it.
I think it was that good. How'd you thinking about it, right? I just gotta ask. I'm gonna ask what the people want to know.
Absolutely,
me.
absolutely.
You got so calm.
I contemplated. I can't lie. One thing I'm not gonna do with anybody in the whole wide world is lie or fabricate or make up stuff. I contemplated. I told this dude. I said, "Look, he has 1 kid." I'm like, "Go ahead." You know, I'm like, "You sure you want to be with me?" "Yeah, I want to be with you." I'm like, "What about babies and stuff?" "I know you want." I said, "You know what? Let me just tell him, go out there, have your babies. Just don't bring no drama to my." I really thought about it. And my sister was even like, "Girl, yup, I can see you doing that."
Well, I'm on to the next
So that was for
question.
real.
Missy says that she can understand where you're coming from as well. Pinky up.
Pinky up, baby. Pinky up. Yes.
Mr. Friedman said respectfully, she just wanted
Climb the web.
the cobwebs knocked out boys.
There wasn't any
Well, you
cobwebs,
said
baby.
that meaning like after your divorce, you wasn't intimate with nobody, but now.
I mean, I was.
Oh, you
I
said
filed
that.
for divorce. My divorce was final in 2020. The end of 2019, 2020. I met the nigga in 2020.
So no.
There was no
Oh,
problem.
okay. So a year, you know?
So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think older women rob younger men of their days once they intimate with them, and then they play with their emotions? Do you think they rob them of their days and play with their emotions at the same time?
Problem of what days?
Meaning, like, see how she put it on the 25-year-old, make him only come after 2:00 and all that shit, not cooking for him. Like, she just gave him the wham bam, thank you, man, treatment, get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But now in his mind, he thinking he has potential to be more, But in her mind, she already had it in her mind, like, you know what? I just want the dick. You go about your business.
Yeah, because.
So let me ask, do y'all, I'm gonna ask you first since you want to talk to me and I want to talk to you. Do y'all women think y'all older women rob us younger men of our days? Just when y'all be intimate with us.
Wow.
I love my older baby. I told young men, good Kruger.
I don't think, no, I don't think that I rob you from anything, you know? I think conversation, I'm big on communication. Very big on communication, very big on conversation. Sometimes he like, hey, we just talking to me. Okay, well, I need clarity. And it clear to me, yeah, we're going to keep talking. So, I think, you know, I've seen relationships where the man was younger than the woman and it's lasted many
years. Right.
Like, there's IVF, there's all different ways to have children now, so you don't necessarily have to like push one out your coochie anymore.
Right.
Like that. There's so many different ways for people to have children together, so it can work. Now, depend what state of mind or where the woman is in her life at that point. For me, as being an older woman, if I take you out the picture, I'm dating, and I'm just saying, you know, I'm dating, and I'm dating somebody who's younger. I may depend where I'm at in my life. I may be like, oh, I want to be serious. I want somebody like I want to settle down. I want to see what he's all about. And if he's talking the same game I'm talking, let's see where it goes. Or I could be on some shit like she was like, hey, we just come in, you know, take some fun trips together. We just do what we do, but it ain't nothing serious. I'm just finding myself. So it kind of, for me, depends where the woman is, her mind state is at that moment in her life.
What was the question again?
Do you think y'all women rob us younger men of our days, but also play with our emotions?
So straight up,
y'all intimate with us?
straight up, I told the young man that I remember being in the moment with him, and he was saying, you know, I'm so much more than just this. I said, nigga, you ain't for me. Not for me, you ain't. Wait a minute now. Hold up. Hold on. The fact of the matter is, he had other females, right? I mean, he was just that fine. He had other females. And he would say to me, you're number 1 out of 3. But the very first day I went out on a date with him, you know, I let him come back to my house and we just watched a movie and chilled or whatever. We petted, you know, and he was like, I want you to be my girl. I want, you know, today I want to be with you.
Red flag.
No, hold on. Uno momento, papi. And I said, unfortunately, no. I'm like, you're bugging. You know, like, what are you talking about? Like, you're crazy. I brought that up to him like a year later. He's like, I never said that. But I realized he said he never said that after he said, I'm more than just this. I had already had it in my head that he's fine. He's young. I've never done this before. Now, you're talking to a young lady who lost her virginity or gave my virginity away in my 20s. Then I got married to my second boyfriend. I've never experienced like one night stands or smashing a young dude. So this is new to me and I'm 40. You get what I'm saying? There is no way in the world. He's like, my daughter's 20. He's 10 years older than my kid. What are we doing here? Yeah, that's it. Can we just have a good time? That's all I want to do. Next question.
I'm just warming up. I'm just
okay. Well, while you warming up, let me give me another.
Handle your scandal.
While you're doing that, and he's looking, Mr. Freeman said that's what he wanted if he didn't complain about it. Saying the young man, that's what he also wanted.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mia McAllister,
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome. She says, as long as you give people the information to make their own choices, I don't see a problem. Okay. So agreed. Wow. All right.
Go ahead, Chris. What you got?
Every woman wants a man to communicate with him, to communicate with y'all until he actually tell y'all about yourselves.
Ooh, I love that.
How do you feel when you hear that?
Oh, tell me all about myself. See, you know, it's the funniest thing. Everybody gets me wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of misunderstandings about me. You're answering that question as if I'm not that woman that is okay with that. I am absolutely okay with you telling me what to do. Nigga, tell me what to do. Tell me where to go. Tell me how high to jump. I'm jumping. So that is what it is. You know, like communication, of course, is key. I don't want you playing games with me. Don't lie to me. Don't say I'm just playing. Or, oh, you know, I don't really like you. You just kind of cute. Like, I don't like that. You got to come at me a different way. I'm a different caliber of woman. I didn't realize that until I turned 40. Like, yo, I am like a big deal out here. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. So the gentlemen that have been in my inbox talking about, so, I'm going to call in. I want to call. They want to ask me all kind of questions. But at the end of the day, I'm submissive. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I do like to work. I don't do 50-50. My thing is, my man, if he's going to provide, he's going to provide. And I love that. I had a daddy growing up, right? The daddy provided. He did all the work. And my mother sat back and raised her children. I love that. But I'm a go-getter. So you're going to have to ask me a question where you're going to get that controversial answer.
Oh, I'm being patient.
Okay. I see it in your eyes, though.
Un momento, mami.
Okay. Oh,
un momento,
mi
mami.
comprende.
Un momento.
Mi comprende. Okay.
Sí, gracias. What they say?
Okay.
Talk to me, Jay.
What is it? Nina? Yeah. She says, bring me into your world so I can see what I'm walking into.
I'm gonna ask. What's your answer? Matter of fact, I want to change the question. I want to change the question, then I'll ask you, and you can answer as well. What's more desirable, having your partner stimulate you with words, or having your partner stimulate you with physical touch?
I like my mind to be stimulated. Once you stimulate my mind, my body's gonna follow.
What is your answer?
Yo, let me tell you. You have to work with me. You have to build me up. You get what I'm saying? Most women are like that. I think that we don't listen to one another, men and women. How can you get me to a place where you want to lay me down, but I know nothing about you? Like, I know I'm going to go on this date. I know I'm going to hang out with you or whatever, but you set up this date for us to hang out and have dinner or whatever. But we didn't have a phone conversation for like we've been doing this text or whatever. Like, I know nothing. You're not saying nothing. My first conversation with you will be there at the dinner place. I don't even make the decision on going out on a date unless I spoke. I have to be okay with saying to myself, okay, this is the type of brother I don't mind hanging out with. Then we're going to go out. If I haven't spoken to you and I don't know anything about you, I'm not going anywhere. So yes, you have to build me up. You have to get me to a place where it has to be verbal. It has to be communication. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Like, do not walk up to me or, touch my face and we're not even dating and we're not seeing each other, because that's going to turn me off. I want to make sure I like you. You should want me to like you first. Give me that. Like, give me some. It's going to take. I'm old school too, right? It takes me time to move in that way, because I realize a lot of men want to just lay me down. They want to lay me down because they don't understand the depth of me. You know what I mean?
And I think too, with this generation, this society, as we've talked about many times on the show, how easy sex comes to these men.
Yo, you don't have sex with me? You'll have sex with somebody.
They'll say that. They're like, well, if you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna do it. Like, they
Right.
will say that to you.
You don't need me.
I think it just comes so easy that men don't. Some men, I don't like to categorize all men and put everybody in a box.
Right.
There are some men who just be like, I don't want to waste my time. They don't want to do that part. They don't want to talk and have those long conversations to them. It's like, oh my God, I gotta go do this. Like, I gotta tell this bitch my whole fucking life story just to get some pussy. No, I don't want to do that. They
Look
just
at your mans.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at your mans. Look at your mans.
It's the truth. This generation and these caliber of men,
Right.
conversations that we've had from our friend circles that we've had conversations about, from guests on our show, things that we see on TikTok and social media, all kinds of stuff. It's like, dude, like, do you even know my favorite color? What's my name?
Girl, I just posted that.
You know,
What's my favorite color is?
No.
Come on.
I've been quiet.
Basics.
I've been quiet, and I was letting y'all get comfortable, and I was smiling because y'all are
Wait.
smiling.
Yeah, we
but
smiling.
everything y'all saying is bullshit. Right? Here's the reality. Sometimes the intimacy could be the most important thing that we're missing. It's easy for us to go anywhere and create conversation. It's easy for us to paint our narratives, our own narratives as human beings, for men and women. But can that intimacy be A1 to the point I don't want to go nowhere? To the point where I would feel like I want to give my life to that person. To the point I feel like, you know what, I don't see nobody else. A lot of times when y'all women get that, that's not enough for y'all. Y'all want things that's out of y'all league and out of y'all dimension. And sometimes y'all wonder why y'all get hurt and cry and say, you know what, he don't love me, because you're chasing something that was never meant for y'all.
Yo.
Y'all sit here and talk about, y'all sit here and y'all talk about the reality of how y'all feel. To me, it sounds like y'all just grooming these gentlemen to get what y'all need. And once y'all no
Oh
longer
my
need them,
God.
y'all kick them to wayside. No, I didn't cut y'all off. I didn't think this is fair. Unfortunately, I have to be the man to tell y'all sister the truth. A lot of times, y'all can have everything in the world. But if your sex ain't to the highest standpoint, we're going to go look elsewhere. Y'all do enough talking, so we already know in our mind. We can look at y'all. Oh, she get to the bag. She get to the bag. I know you get to the bag. You get to the bag. Oh, all right. Conversations impeccable, because now you got to stimulate her mind. She want to be coded. You already understand that method as a young man, older man, a man that has father mentorship that will show another man how to become a man. So y'all women look for that man, and then when y'all get that man, y'all don't want him because y'all want the hustlers, the ones that like, you know what? No, I forget it. I'm going to the next question.
Yes, please.
They say, statistics say, I'm about to trigger y'all ladies. Statistics say a lot of, let's take a shot. One for the money, two
Pinkies
for the
up,
show.
baby.
These women ain't shit, but here I go.
We ain't.
They say, statistics say a lot of women don't know how to be wise because their fathers wasn't in their lives. What's your thoughts about that?
I absolutely agree. Boom. See, you thought I was going to come at you a different way. You talking to a woman that was raised by a man who actually is not even American. My father's Honduranian, right? So I would say to I think a lot of American kids would benefit if one of the parents were from a different country, because you have culture and morals that are a little different than Americans. We do have culture here in America, but there were things that my father taught us in the home that my mother wasn't even privy to, right? Worshiping our dad was key. One thing about fathers and little girls, you don't have to teach a little girl to be submissive to her dad. I think if a lot of women, I've said this already, so you're asking a question that I've already like put on a podcast, and I've said that it's very important for dads to be in their daughters' lives, because we naturally honor and worship our dads, right? You got daughters?
I'm going to finish, guys.
Okay. I mean, he's saying no, but naturally you give birth, you have a little girl. The little girl, I love my dad, right? I got two sisters. We all loved that. We fought to take our father's shoes off when he came home from work. I think if my mother would have done what we did, their marriage would have lasted. She should have fought us to the door when the dude came home from work. And I remember being that little girl to daddy's home. Let's take off his shoes. I want to take off his shoes. We would take off his boots. It had nothing to do. He didn't train us to do that. It was just that we wanted to serve him. When my father, the last year when my father was at my house, but when he had visited frequently, I served my father every time. How I served my dad is how I served my spouse. Without that, you got millions of women unless her mother had a dad. So if her mother had a dad, somebody had to have a dad. So unless her mother had a dad, her mother is going to teach her, this is how you serve your husband. You can't do that without somebody not having a dad. My daughter and her father and I have not, we broke her when she was 5 months old. I made it apparent never to say nothing negative about him. My mother, you know, she raised us to always love our father. So I was like, you ain't never going to disrespect your father. You're never going to talk back to him. You're never going to do that. She's 20 years old. She's probably, out of his 7 kids, got the best relationship with him. Somebody had to have a dad in order to understand the dynamics of having a father, how to serve a man. Somebody has to. If it's not the daughter, it's the mother. Somebody, if it's not the mother, it was the grandmother, and whatever the grandmother taught. At the end of the day, I don't care. A man is the reason why a woman knows how to serve him. If you don't have that father figure, a man is what teaches a woman to be a woman. Go ahead, ask me another question.
I'm gonna ask, hold on, what's your thoughts?
Well, I do agree with that. I think, maybe for a lot of homes, if the fathers were around, and, or just in their kids' life, maybe not even around, but like in the home, but just in their daughter's life especially, they would be better wives. They'd be more wives. They'd be stronger families. I totally agree with you. I've always said this. Culture for me is a big thing. I'm Haitian, and my mother taught me certain things of how to serve. When I first met my husband, I tell the story all the time. The way I served him, he was looking at me crazy. He was like, "What are you doing? You're wasting. You're wasting." I'm like, "No.
I'm serving you."
If I was to serve you any other way, my mother will pop me into my mouth.
Right.
Like that's just not.
Shit made me horny.
Yeah.
That's just not
You notice he's quiet.
because
I watch this show every Sunday. Like I watch y'all show every Sunday.
he's never this quiet.
Nah.
You know why? You know why I'm quiet? I'm gonna be honest. A lot of times, I like to go back and forth with people, but I think this time it's okay for me to be humble and be quiet, to hear, so people can hear how it is to be submissive, to people to hear how it's okay to love. It's okay to walk and meet your husband at the door and suck his dick and take his shoes off.
Absolutely.
But a lot of times, these women pride are so big that they don't do these things and wonder why they're single. So the fact that I have 2 women in here, one I happen to be married to, and a good sis that I know, say to these young ladies, this is what you need. I don't need to go off. I just need to sit back and hear and let y'all tell these women the truth.
But and I will also, because I'm a woman first. So
Absolutely.
I will also say to our men that we are willing to serve, we are willing to be submissive, but it's also on how we are treated.
Absolutely.
I always tell you, if you don't treat the woman, if she's not getting treated right, you can't expect her pussy to get wet. It's just not gonna happen because we feed off of emotions. We feed off of, certain things we feed off of. So I can come to every time you come to the door and I'm on my knees ready to suck your dick when you come to the door and take off your clothes and I got your food ready for you. But every time I turn around, you call me a bitch. Or every time I turn
Absolutely.
around, every time I turn around, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells around you. You expect me to get wet for you? You expect me to want you? No.
So the age-old question, and I know you're gonna go somewhere. I'm big on this one too. Within the last 10 years, what do you bring to the table it's a big one, right? The wrong people are asking that question. Men are asking that question. It's not the men that should be asking. It should be the women to ask a man. And I'm going to tell you why. I know you're making a face, but listen to me. The table actually belongs to me. My question to you as a man, because if I had a dad, my dad would ask you the same thing. What are you going to do for my daughter? You're going to go to my dad. If we were on morals, if we were right, you're going to go to my dad and you're going to say, I love your daughter. And my father is going to say to you, what are you bringing to her? Because he raised me, right? So he raised me to serve you. What you bring to my table is what I multiply to you. You pour into me, I give it back to you. See? So the questions are reversed. And I think that's where we going to the sassy men now. We having more sassy men than anything. But what you give to me, I multiply, I give it back. I wasn't in that that man would have never left me. He would have never. He hates me. He hates me for leaving him, because whatever the little tiny bit of mustard seed that he would bring to my table, I found a way to plant it, mash it up, give babies, build him up, do credit. But all the houses were in my name. All the cars was in my name. He lived well. So whatever you give to me is what I multiply. If you're a man, you already have what you need if you're okay with you. Some men are not even okay with themselves, and they want a wife, and they want a baby's mother, and they want to do all this. But you'll marry me, and then you hate yourself, and then you'll hate me for wanting me, and you can't even supply for me. You hate me for needing me. See?
Here's the thing.
Yep. I thought we was gonna talk about sex.
So let me just be honest with you. I think the first time, when people come up here, they just hear bedroom topics. Bedroom topics is just not sex. Sometimes bedroom topics is talking about your pain, your healing, your frustration,
Right.
your intimacy. I got you comfortable though, because you said we wanted to talk about sex.
That's what I want
That's
to
what
talk
you was
about.
expecting off rip. So now I already got you comfortable. Now I have 3 minutes before it's my time. So I have to properly ask these questions that's pertaining to show into the next 3 minutes, and then I'll be talking about sex. So
Okay.
gentlemen, if y'all have any questions, Phoenix will put the number in the chat. Y'all can call the number up just today. If you call after that, I'll be answering the phone, and I'll be saying some wild shit if you call me after that, so don't call me. So reality is checked. This is my favorite time of the show. But before I ask my favorite time of the show, I have to say, brother, this is my brother security in the building. He takes pictures. He does it all. I asked him to step to the side because but you want to join the show or something? Sit down for true or fuckery? Or if not, it's cool.
Oh, damn.
He don't want to sit down. So let's get straight into true. Oh, you want to read something quick, fast? Sorry.
No, I was just saying Dr. K was just repeating what you said.
What you said?
That bedroom topic's not just about.
Yeah. See, that's my man, Dr. K.
I love that. I mean, you gotta understand, this is what I want. I wanted to come up here and talk about sex, so I get it.
No, but before, like I said, before it becomes about sex, you gotta plant that seed of comfortability.
Absolutely.
You know how many people come on this show and that's think like, oh, we're gonna just talk about that? Nah, I want to see the decent dignity of you as a person, love. Because anybody could go out and get sex, but is the sex good? Do you got a gag reflex? Do the man wish you would? These are things that men want to know.
Okay.
No, I want you to answer. You got to get. I'm fucking with you. All right, let's get into my favorite time of the show, true or fuckery. All right. True or fuckery. Before I start true or fuckery, what's the wildest thing a man ever inboxed you and asked you for? Like your wildest request?
I don't get inbox.
Okay, so what's the wildest thing that a man has requested sexually?
Oh.
Thank you, baby. I started talking about sex now. She talking about, I'm in church, God, please forgive me.
Okay, so I don't get inboxes, right? I don't know if niggas are scared to say something to me. So that when you said inbox, that's DMs. It went right to that.
Okay. No names.
I would say there's no names to give. I would say doing it in my anal, like that's the craziest. Like I don't even understand that. That don't even make sense to me.
Okay. So I want to clarify. So you haven't done anal.
Absolutely not.
Okay, and you would never try it.
No.
You're
Even,
bad.
like, on a nice joint
Hell
with
no.
your, let's say new husband. Let's say you get married and stuff and y'all.
I've been there, done that. No.
Try something.
No.
Slip it in there real
No. Like what the hell? No. Like waste comes out of that hole
And blood come out the other hole. So now what?
for a time. I'm always pooping.
quick. You're dying like.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always pooping. If I ain't got a good poop every day, like so you talking about menstruating, that is once a month for about 4 days for
Nah,
the people who
some-
don't, for the women who don't hemorrhage.
Okay.
Okay. So 4 days tops. And then, baby, I'm good after that.
But here's the thing. You know, in Saudi Arabia, you know how much money you can make just for being intimate with a man and pooping on him? Or being
Okay,
pooped
well,
on?
I'll do that. I don't want you to sodomize me. I'll poop on
No
you.
shit on a man, but you won't let him.
I'm not letting nothing that is an exit have an entrance.
So you wouldn't even let, so let's say.
The most you doing is a thumb, baby.
Okay, so he's
No.
So he can put the thumb in,
Hold
but
on.
he can't put the
The
tip in.
thumb is like that.
That's
and
the tip.
That's a boom. And then
big thumbs though, Felix.
let me tell you something. A thumb I can do.
Some niggas got long fingers.
No. A thumb I can. The first line I can do.
The first line.
Right, of the thumb.
So he can't stick the whole thumb.
Absolutely not.
So he can't be heads down, thumbs up in you. I'm just saying.
Do you hear
Shit
this?
is crazy. But you have the audacity to tell he can't stick his finger in you, but you going you know
You ever put a little thing in the baby's butt so they
no,
can?
that sounds kind of crazy. I don't play with any baby
Right.
babies.
There you
Wearing
go.
babies and sex is not a
No. Listen to me.
I told you I was gonna trigger.
What is it called? It's called a suppressant or depress, whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's for the children to be able to poop. You put a little thing. I don't know if y'all know. Y'all know in the chat what it's called, suppository or something like that. It goes in. That's bigger than the thumb. It's longer than the thumb. Is to help relax and to soften the poop so the baby can poop. The thumb. I'm gonna tell you something. I had nasty cousins, so I was.
Shout out to the nasty cousins.
Yeah, shout out to the nasty cousins. I had nasty cousins, and so because I was so new to having sex at about 21, 22, we had girls' night at my house, and I'm like, what can I do, to be more like what he's gonna want? Because I don't know. And my cousin, we were on the bed. It was like 4 of us. She was like, girl, lick the anal. Lick the anal. And I said, oh my God, like really? She's like, lick. She's like, do you know, I will never forget this. And I hope she's watching. She was like, do you know like the Lifesaver gummies? I said, yeah. She's like, it feels like that. So you're just going to bring your tongue around and, whatever. She never said to stick the tongue in. She never said to do anything. And I'm like one of those good students. Like I listen to you and I do exactly what you tell me to do. And I did that. Then I did it again for my second boyfriend and then he proposed.
So you out here just eating ass and got men going crazy. I just want to clarify this story.
My second man nigga proposed.
And-
And,
and-
like, girl.
And
Sure
don't
don't
get me wrong. Shout out to all the women that eat ass. I'm not have nothing against
I
them.
mean, that's what she
It's a part
told
of
me to
sex.
do. Is that like
It's a part of sex.
I would have to say that
You looking like I ain't drinking a fuck.
anything in the bedroom that has to do with a woman, you can't, you got a lot of dudes that be like, oh, that's gay. But I think if you're doing it with me, how is that, like how are you a vato for that?
But here's the thing. A lot of times women play off men's emotions. Once men get vulnerable, and like it's very rare, and I'm not knocking you. I'm actually giving you a flower. It's very rare for a woman to find herself comfortable enough to control the scenery, to be vulnerable enough to be submissive to a man. You don't get that very often. But a lot of times when you do get that, you have women that sit here and say, you know what? Let me embarrass him now because we're no longer together.
I've seen that.
Let me put his business out because we're no longer
I've
together. So
seen
now
that.
guys shallow up and they be like, I don't want to try these things, knowing deep in their heart, that shit turn them on.
At the end of the day, I'm never going to embarrass the person that proposed to me and that I married. I feel like that was a big, sometimes you will introduce something to somebody that they never experienced before. And he's a lot older than me. And I think that was just something that I introduced because I got the nasty cousins. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a problem with that. I feel like that was a part of what you do. Anything's a go.
You can't say anything is go, because I could easily say to you, what's your thoughts about threesomes? You might be a woman like, you know what? That's not my preference. That's not something I'm into. So when we get on platforms or social media and be like anything's a go, And a guy mind, once he hear that, his mind is like, oh.
Oh, I get it. I get it. But I'm talking about between that man and a woman. Like no outside interferences, just between us. People use food. People use all kind of stuff. I'm talking about between him and I. You know, whatever goes in. Like I don't want to do the anal sex, right? I don't want to do that. Role playing I can do. I can do all the craziest. I'll do a cartwheel. I'll jump in the sky and slam on that thing. You know what I mean? But
that was a long slam.
it was because I'm jumping from something else,
Like
and then I'm
you jump from something.
yeah,
That's a long fall.
yeah, it was a true story.
So let me. Shout out to Phoenix, man. And if y'all interested in finding out what Phoenix is, Phoenix has her own show. So we'll talk about that later on. But I want to get into the next question with Phoenix. She said that's a long fall.
It was a true story.
So let's keep it brief. I got a bunch of questions. I'm going to start from bottom to top. And we'll go from there. True or fuckery? Ladies, it's very insulting when your significant other is fucking you but thinking about somebody else. You think that's insulting?
Oh, absolutely.
So you never fucked your man and thought about somebody else?
Absolutely.
And yeah, that was the best sex you ever had? So is it really insulting?
Absolutely. The fun? Absolutely. Let me explain something. I have a story. Story time.
Oh my God.
In the middle of me being fed up in the union that I was in, sometimes God will send somebody to remind you of who you are. And there was this older gentleman. I fell in love with him immediately. We didn't do nothing. We never kissed. We never did nothing. You know what he reminded me? He reminded me of how great I was, how beautiful I was. I'm smart. I'm this, and I shared a lot of stuff with him, like what was going on in the marriage. There was no fluff. It was just like, look, I can't be with you, but I'm going to tell you this. You are this, this, and that. You can't sit in that. I started to fall in like with him. That was an emotional connection, almost like you would say an emotional affair. And women are very emotional. In the back of my mind, because my child was only like 10 months. And I'm like, but I can't stay in this anymore. And I have this gentleman reminding me of who I am. And then, but my duty as a wife was never to allow this man to go to bed without or pleasure. You don't send a young man to bed with blue balls. That's what I did. That's probably my most successful times in the marriage was, doing what I had to do. But around the time that I knew I was done, I probably been done maybe 3 years prior. I started envisioning that gentleman because I had loathed the way I felt in that marriage for the last 4 years at the time, that now I'm just doing a duty. I'm not enjoying it because this person is not loving me for me to love him back. But I'm not being flipped. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm doing what the word of God says, submit to one another. Don't hold yourself. Your body does not belong to you. That's for him and I. And so I would do what I do. But girl, by the time, I met this fine specimen and he was 6'4" and just reminded me of all my beautifulness. Now I started envisioning him with me and not the person that I was married to. So it was all wrong. It was all wrong because I let an outside interference in. But, it's going to be hard for me to talk about anything else but like a union because I am a wife. You know what I mean? So I haven't been a girlfriend in a long time.
Okay. True or fuckery? How long should you wait after a breakup to start sucking some dick and getting head from somebody else? I said 6 months. Did you say true or you say fuckery? I say 6 months. Is it true or is it fuckery to you? Damn, you took it deep though.
Let me think about this one. Okay, so depends on my ex. For somebody that I really don't like, I'm just over disgusted with, don't care about. I'm grown, so let me find me somebody. You know, if I find somebody, the chemistry is there. Yeah, I might be slobbing his dick that night. Who fucking knows? I don't know. He might be eating me up that night.
Oh, dang.
I'm just saying.
I respect it.
I'm honest. I'm
Keep it a
grown.
bug. I ain't mad at you.
You know, we safe with it, whatever, you know. I can't put a time limit on it. I can't say a week, 6 months, a year from now.
I just want to say this,
I
y'all.
don't know.
I just want to say this. Y'all hear my wife talking. Whatever she do, she do. That's her motive. At the end of the day, she ain't going nowhere. So don't worry about.
Life
You know,
before.
I want to clear this up. Stop judging her. If she chooses to go fucking do whatever she do, that's her personal business. That's not for y'all to worry about. That's for me to worry about. And if
Right.
I encourage it, mind your fucking business. Simple as that. Carry on.
My brother said 6 months is a good number.
See? I'm right.
18 months.
What's your thoughts?
I don't think I moved that fast.
Dan, she went to.
So I never. Somebody was in my inbox the other day, and he's actually on my live right now, and he was like, yo, so you're telling me you ain't never had a one night stand? You ain't never. No.
No.
Never in your life, not one time.
See, you saying the same thing he's saying.
You
I'm
should
like,
try it.
no.
You're bugging. You're cheating yourself. In the Bible. In the Bible.
Bible.
No. I'm about to tell you real shit. And
In the
correct me if I'm
Bible.
wrong. Forgive me for the people who spiritually believe in. But this is my Bible that God told me. In Proverbs 13:4, God said, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Ain't nothing greater than self-pleasure. But if you allow somebody to touch you and let them pleasure you, you enjoy life much more.
So.
That's my Bible. You don't have to buy it.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I don't remember that being in Psalms 13:3.
See, I didn't say Psalms. I said Proverbs.
Proverbs, that's right. I've been drinking.
I mean Proverbs.
Proverbs.
Yeah, Proverbs.
Okay,
You know
Proverbs.
what I meant.
Shut up, obese.
Listen, I think every lady, and people might think I'm crazy when I say this,
You are.
I think every lady should try a one-night stand. But if you're in a relationship, I think you should allow your spouse to try a one-night stand on the same day that you do a one-night stand. Let me tell you why.
What?
Yeah, y'all both have a past because it keeps the relationship on edge. A lot of times y'all do more arguing than y'all do more fucking. And you know why y'all do more arguing than y'all do fucking? Because the sex ain't as what y'all want it to be as back then. I mean, like, you know, when you first got the sex, it was amazing. But now you've been with this person 6, 7, 13 years, 10 years. It's not the same. It's like, it's predictable. So now when you go get something new, it's like, you know what? Ooh, this is something different. I'm enjoying this. But now you got to go back home like, damn, I'm back to this shit. So I feel like if you allow your spouse to have a pass, then you can't even be mad and you can enjoy getting that ass.
First of all,
I tried.
I'm going to let y'all talk amongst
I
yourselves.
tried, baby.
First of all, no, yeah, because you definitely tried it. First of all, y'all niggas can even stomach the fact that your lady's out with somebody else, hopping on somebody else's dick. That you will be sick to your stomach.
Me?
So the men.
Oh.
So the fact that you're talking about hop at, not gonna work. No. One night stand is not for everybody. I'm not encouraging people to just go out and have these wild, crazy sex encounters. I will say it's fun.
Okay, then.
I'm going to that one I know.
I mean, like I said.
Okay.
I had a life before my husband. I was
Right.
young. I was in my 20s. I was having fun, you know, met young, handsome guys from the club, or you met somebody, not from the club, but met somebody, you know, and not one night stand, literally like right then and there, like we would go home that night, but it would be like, okay, we smash, and that would be it. It would just be a good smash, and then, you know, sometimes the one night stand became friends with benefits. Then you just became my friend, and we had benefits with it. And then, if I liked you, we would, you know.
Look, I am not, I can't hold nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never experienced that. You know, one thing that I did post on my socials was that I'm cool with being that good girl. I'm cool with that. You know, I'm up there in age. I know God preserved my youthfulness and I don't look my age, but there's nothing that I regret. I don't feel like I regret or I missed out on anything. I think exactly who I am, the things that I've done, the places that I've gone, I'm still young enough to do other things. But I don't know. I think that there's a struggle internally to live life in a more worldly way, if that makes sense. Because those seeds of being wholesome and a wife and all, those are instilled in me. It's very hard to crack those foundations. I have not missed out. I would say the biggest adventure that I was on was dealing with that 25-year-old at 40 years old.
Basically, you need another young nigga.
Oh, no, I do not.
No, basically, what she need is.
No, I need another drink.
You want some ice?
I got some ice right here.
Basically, what she's saying is, you know what it is, and I gotta be honest. A lot of times, growing up, our parents preach marriage is the goal, but a lot of times they don't preach the substantial dealership that you have to put in to keep that marriage, right? So at the end, it's good to be married, but are you happy in your marriage? Are you and your partner best friends? Can you be honest with your partner? Can y'all fuck any and everywhere? Can y'all be honest with each other? I said honesty twice. You know why? Because a lot of times we're quick to fuck, hear each other, and talk to each other, but we're not quick to be honest. We're not quick to be honest. A lot of times we'll go silent, but we expect sex to heal us and think that's going to be okay, not realizing the damage is still there.
I think a lot of us don't know how to communicate. We come from homes that communication was in top tier. You know, I'm looking at this nigga right here. She just need a real nigga. Shut up.
No, can I respond to that?
You can.
I agree with him. He's saying that you need a real nigga.
Absolutely.
But if he's saying that and he's seeing that, then your next question should be to him on a personal side. What is his definition of a real nigga?
What's your definition of a real nigga, OBC General?
Oh, that's who that is?
So
me
and him have been friends.
I don't know who that is, but give him a chance.
Me and him have been friends.
You need a real nigga. OG's BC
Yeah.
General.
Ain't nobody studying him, but we've been friends since I was 14 and he was 11 years old. That's kind of like one of my besties. We will never be together.
You're selfish.
Why?
You're selfish. Because let me tell you why.
Here we go.
If OTBGC.
OBC.
All right, whatever general.
Yep.
If he put the tip in. Listen to what I'm about to say to you. First of all, you say he's one of your bestest friends, right?
He's like one of my he's been a friend for a long time.
All right. If you allow him to put the tip in, you might just change your mind on his title, who he is. Because a lot of times we run from
Are you kidding me?
things that God put right in front of us.
No, God didn't put him in my face.
But he put you on his face, so now what happens?
So
Don't start stuttering.
No, I'm not stuttering. I was just getting some ice. No, that's my boy. I would. All right. Shout out to OBC. It ain't that.
All right,
party.
let's keep the answers brief. Now, start getting true or fuckery. You gotta say true or fuckery. Keep it short and brief. Ready? Mm-hmm. True or fuckery. You prefer to give head before you receive head. True or fuckery?
Yeah, I prefer to give it first.
I don't see it any other way. I give first, and then you give me.
As y'all being women, y'all don't think a man want to give it to y'all first?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys do, but I don't know.
Just sidebar. Don't you think whoever go first is cheating?
How?
Because they just give you a certain period of time, then they sit back and like, it's my turn now. Let me enjoy this. And now, just think about it.
I want your ass to go first.
When you let's say respectfully, I'm gonna use you as an example. Let's say I come out the shower, you give me head. You give me head for 12 minutes. Best 12 minutes of my life.
That's a long time.
Right. I'm glad you said that. Even though it feels like 12 minutes, it's only 6 minutes. Right? Because us men, it's hard, and you could agree with me, it's hard to find a woman that really can enjoy and know how to give head. So if you feel like you got 12 minutes out of 6 minutes, that means she's doing something good. But then there's times when y'all want to get head. Y'all want to sit there for 24 hours. I'll do this. Like, come on. Like, give me the same amount of head equally I'm giving you. That way we both won't have lockjaw. Let's be fair here.
Look, I give a nigga a pass. I just say put it in. After I serve you.
That's whack.
No, hold on. I mean, some men need that in order to even get hard. Right? So some men actually need to be able to feel your cum in their throat in order to get to that level of, you know, so my thing is once you get to that, just stick it in. You don't have to do no work, Poppy. I got you. You don't have to do nothing extra. You don't have to work the muscles in your jaw. You don't have to. I did everything that I needed to do to get you to where you needed to be. You don't have to do nothing. You're good.
There's some women who get aroused naturally from giving their spouse head, like from sucking dick. Like okay, like that turns me on. So you ain't gotta do all that extra shit because I'm already wet. I'm already ready for you. I'm ready to go. So yeah, you can just stick it in. But then there's some women like, no, fuck that nigga. You gonna eat me out just as long, or if not longer, than I gave you head.
Some of us men love to use our gift.
So
our angels.
I'm not gonna stop
Un
him.
momento, mami. Un
Okay.
momento.
I'm sorry.
Un momento.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us men love to eat pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us men love to eat pussy. A lot of times us men don't get to eat pussy. You know what? Anyway. Because I'm about to say, a lot of men don't eat pussy because of the belly buttons.
The belly buttons.
Here's the thing. If a woman has a stink belly button, we're not going down there. He know that's why he looking at me. He know exactly what I'm
You
talking
said
about.
a stinky belly button?
Yeah.
They don't wash their belly button when they bathe?
You could take a horse to the shower, but she
Oh,
gonna use
I
the
never
sink.
heard that before. That's crazy. He said a sticky belly button. That's new to me. You ever heard of that? Sid?
Yeah, he heard of that.
I never heard of that. That's crazy.
It's a man code. Y'all won't understand. That's how we know if y'all washed or not.
That's the part of just washing your body.
A lot of times women could go to down there, put dish in there, wipe regular water, swoosh, or Clorox wipe, whatever y'all might use. Niggas said a Clorox wipe. But a wipe, and to y'all that might be fresh, but my mother always taught me, if you don't know nothing else, Chris, before you put your lips on a woman's pussy, smell her belly button.
Oh, shoot. That's a good one.
Smell her belly button.
I'm going to tell you why that's a good one. Wow. Because my thing is, we have men, and you're a man, so I only, when it comes to men, I rather hear from men than what women think. I don't even do that. The floral vaginal area, the sweet, it smells flowery and stuff. And I'm like, that's not a real vaginal smell.
That's
like,
a cover up.
Yes. And one thing my father used to always say, he said, like I say, he's from Honduras, so whatever they did back in there, I don't know. He would say, if it doesn't have like a natural funk, she's covering up something. He said, if the vaginal area smells like perfume, spray, sugar, sweets, he said, you don't do that. You gotta just be natural, just wash and see. That's a father raising the daughters, right? Right. It cleans itself. So when
some of these women coochies don't clean at all. But go ahead.
No, but here's the thing. On defense to those women.
Don't defend them.
No, I have to defend them. You know why I'm gonna do? He said, if the belly button stink, what the pee smell like. So
Facts. UTI.
my thing is, women do be with their lovers that do throw their pH balance off, right? Yeah. So you got a lot of bacteria. If it's not a STI, that's a sexually transmitted infection. That's what we use now as a verbiage for sexually transmitted diseases. Bacteria, vaginosis, yeast infections, whatever. They do come with a smell. They come with a tart smell. It doesn't stop men from going down. I mean, there's a growth. It doesn't.
That's some dirty motherfuckers.
No. And it's not that they're dirty. And it's not that they're thirsty. It's not that the woman is dirty, and it's not that the guy is thirsty. The fact of the matter is, if you go by a natural vaginal smell, you might not put two and two together that this woman's pH balance is off. And her pH balance is off if she has BV because her man that she loves so much might be sticking his
Penis
in somebody else.
coochie,
You know what I
and you
mean?
wanna come home and stick your little nasty dick in my coochie, and now my pH balance is off, and you want to complain talk about my coochie step. No, nigga, it's your dirty dick that's doing it.
No. Can I say something? But in all due respect, a lot of times, y'all want me to be wanting to go have girls' night out and hang out with y'all homegirls, and y'all be wanting to scissor. And you don't think her pH balance is off, and then y'all want to come back us and fuck us, and then blame us for cheating? Come on, let's keep it a buck now. We outside.
I'm my church fingers up. I don't know what you're talking about. Scissor.
Well, I don't know women
True.
just
Where
go
am
out
I
and
at?
scissor their-
Oh my God. Let me get my drink.
I'll be dropping some gems.
Thank you, bestie.
She also says douching and using those type of fragrant scents
Isn't good.
isn't good. And
Oh no, they're not good.
yeah, women, a lot of young women are not educated. I mean, that's a different show.
Can I give y'all a gem real quick? Coconut oil, cold press.
What? What you mean? Elaborate about that. Like drink coconut oil
I
and
don't-
have a.
Take some coconut oil, cold press, organic. Take a nice little.
Do the finger
Bing.
again.
Uh,
Gentlemen, y'all seen that?
Let me tell you, coconut, anything natural. Like I said, you are missing out on life if not one of your parents is from a different country. Coconut oil, cocoa nut oil. You put that all over your body. You insert that in your cocoa.
That's the organic though. Can't beat that
Some.
preservative crap.
Let me tell you something. I wasn't, even though I did a 10-year bid, I wasn't married for no reason.
So you mean to tell me once you put the cocoa up, your muscle go right back to being tight, like if you're a
No,
virgin?
no. It brings a heat. It brings and it's natural. It's
So
coconut
ladies, I'm
oil.
just gonna say this to y'all.
Yeah, try the coconut oil. And the thing about the coconut oil too, it will keep your pH balance on.
Ladies, just hear me out. That doesn't mean go get the coconut oil, use it, then go get fucked and throw your pH balance up, then use it again. No, go to the doctor first before you use the coconut oil. All right? Go to the fucking doctor.
That is true.
You may have something.
You might have something.
Got something, and that's why you're smelling the way that you smell. You know. Like,
That's
you might
true.
have to just go really get that shit checked out. So that was really good advice.
All right. True or fuckery? You'd rather suck a man penis with a piercing versus no piercing?
Yo, what rooms y'all be in?
I've seen a man with a penis
Piercing?
pierced, but I've never sucked a penis that was pierced. But I've seen it. I have seen that.
Like you seen it live?
Well,
You gotta think about it. So you out here just looking at pierced dicks and shit. That's what you said.
Y'all are so cute.
I have seen it live, okay? Yes, I did see it live.
Yo, first of all,
Well, he wanted to show it, so fuck it, let me see it.
so you out here. I'm not even gonna fucking ask you.
Goddamn, you want to show me some goddamn man? Let me see it. So I-
Was it like a hook or it was like the
It
balls?
was like a, you know, like a loop. It was like a little loop.
At the tip or like at the bottom?
I don't remember exactly where it was.
Would you have let it? Would you have like if he like
I wouldn't have fucking known. It was a turn off for me.
why?
Because I'm not a fan of certain things being inserted in my coochie. That's why I don't fuck with IUDs and none of that other shit. I'm not into those instruments being put into my coochie. So I would be afraid that while we're getting busy, it might come off and now it's stuck up in me and I gotta go through a whole. I worked as a G1 nurse.
I know your profession.
Some stories.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so
That's
there's
true.
been a lot of stuff lost up in the canal, and I don't want to be. up there doing that. So I would say no.
So let me ask you. I want to ask both of y'all this question because
But you skipped me though,
no. I was about to say after it, but go ahead.
because I want to tell a story. Hold
No, I
on,
got
piercings that's one thing. So that young dude that I was dealing with for 3 years, he had a heart inserted in like it.
At the top of his skin, kind of.
It was it was something they inserted in the shaft of his penis.
Yeah.
It was a heart. It was a hard thing, and it was raised up. So the shaft of his penis had this hard heart-shaped thing. It wasn't a piercing. It was inside of it. I'd never seen nothing like, and it was positioned in the penis. It was like a almost like a charm. Oh, like a Pandora charm that was inserted, and it was positioned to where.
What?
Yes,
And it's like a,
I never
So you out
seen.
here fucking AI dicks.
No, see,
That's an AI dick.
no, it was something that was inserted in the shaft of the penis, and it caused like a shift. It did a friction with the clitoris, right? It was. That's why, baby, that's just why I love you so.
And the nigga ain't here no more. He ain't here no more.
I've heard some women, or you know of some women who have their clitoris pierced, and it's a ongoing sensation for them. You know, like they stay wet all day, every day, because you have, as you're walking, you know, or whatever you're doing, you have this piercing that's rubbing against that's giving you that sensation. So some people, they love it because of the extra sensation they get from sex. Some people say that that's what a freak is. You know, they could have said, you know, if you told people that story, like, oh, he was a freak. Like, why you got a freak?
That nigga was a freak.
Yeah, you know, so it's like, some people like it, sometimes I'm not big on
Pinky.
piercings like that, so, no.
Okay.
No piercing with it.
I won't. I won't. See, people don't understand something. And I know a lot of people look at me like, yo, I know you looking at us like, you like, yeah, cute, but this has been my dog
Absolutely.
for the yay high. So I know her past, and she definitely know mine, and people choose to always remind her. But I have to remind y'all this.
Go ahead, brother.
Life is too short. You can't sit here and be married and expect your partner not to want to live life. The best thing you could do is live life with them. So if you live in life with them, it should be no reason why y'all shouldn't be able to talk about anything and do everything together. And men, to be honest with you, the sexual healing come from communicating, overly communicating, being available. And once you are these things and you're consistent, and ladies, tell me if I'm lying or not, it's no way, no shape, no how. Ain't nothing your woman will do for you that you can't do for that you have to go to
Absolutely.
somebody else. So if you want her to suck your dick from the back, she's gonna do it. Say absolutely.
I will do it.
If you want her to rub your feet and suck your dick,
I've done it.
you ain't saying nothing. Where is your hand at?
Oh, mommy, you don't do that?
What?
Oh, okay, okay.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, quick fast. I don't want to get into that because I don't know how long you watch that show. I went from being a hoe, the world's biggest hoe, proud about it, very proud about it, and I'll tell you about myself. New York New York's biggest hoe. You're right. To being married. Mm-hmm. So you know she was doing a lot of sucking, right? A lot of fucking, right? But you didn't.
Interesting.
We agreed to be a one night stand.
He was gonna be a one night. He was cute. I had
Interesting. Let me sit back and listen to this.
That's why I went to New York. I was doing my thing, working my 1-2. We met. I was like, oh yeah, honey. He's tall, he's chocolate, he's fine, he's funny. He came over, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him. I already knew I bet I was gonna have sex with him. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him.
Yep.
But we just didn't expect it to be.
She made me wait.
Years, so like 10
She made me
years
wait.
Later,
She
yeah,
made me
and
wait.
I did have sex with him on the first night. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, one night stands don't always have to literally mean that particular night. But he did come over, and what broke the ice was that we had conversation. We sat at my table and we talked and we talked and we talked and we talked till like the next morning. Literally, I had to get up for work. He fell asleep on my couch. Got up in the next morning, flew off. He was traveling and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I think that was different for him. So we just stayed in contact that whole time. He went to see another bitch. He was on the phone with me the whole time.
Interesting. I love it. You know why I love this story? Because and look at, you see what I do, Chris, right? and this is not you, Chris, but my Chris over here, is that I bring the lovers together. Like I've seen y'all kind of go back and forth and battle with your guest or whatever, and nah. I am pro marriage. I am pro like love, and the fact of the matter is, I struggle with that kind of stuff. I struggle with just kind of going. I don't want to necessarily go with the flow, right? Because going with the flow does not. I want to be able to discern. That's a big word. People don't use the word discernment. I want to be able to discern that this man, I'm kind of moving in alignment with him. Hold on. Even with a one-night stand, that it's an alignment. Because even if we don't ever be together, he will be like cool with me for the rest of my life. Because you never know who you might need or might, need to call on or whatever. I struggle with just kind of like, like
letting your guard down.
Yes. Like I want to be this and that. This is what Phoenix is. This is who she is. This is how she moves. I don't regret, the decisions that I made. Like I ain't walk away with an STD. I didn't walk away with 4 babies by 5 different men. You get what I'm saying? Like I was determined to be a mother when I had that one child out of wedlock. I said I was never going to do that again. And I was going to get mad. All these things. And it worked for me. But when it comes down to these type of conversations on one night stand, suck a nigga dick you don't know, that's where I'm like, you put me at a pause, because I'm like, how is it going to look after? Is he going to respect me? So a lot about me is like, how do people view me after I go that route?
So now I don't want to cut you off, but I got to be honest with you. And I think my wife showed me this probably the best. Sometimes you got to say, fuck what people think about you. That's the problem.
Absolutely.
Un momento.
Okay, papi.
A lot of times you got to say, fuck what people think about you, because after they're just their opinions. You've been married so long that you still haven't lived life, so you don't know what life is offering you if you never lived it. You feel like you've been doing a 10-year bid. Now you dated somebody younger than you. You're trying different things. You're trying to find your space in your comfort zone. The best thing you could do is don't get comfortable, but just try different things.
That's hard.
It's not hard.
It's hard for me.
No, it's not hard. You choose not to do it.
It's hard for me.
It's not hard for you.
I'm telling you.
You're making excuses to make it hard for you, because it's nothing in the world that you can't do and close your mind and say, if I want to do it, I want to do it. A lot of times people play with people's emotions knowing that they're scared about what other people think about versus what they feel about. So if I feel like as a man, excuse me, I'm just using as an example, I want my wife to find somebody else and allow her to explore life because this is how I feel about her. Mm. You have to get in that mindset where, you know what, we only got one life to live. They just pushed the doomsday clock up a couple of seconds. Y'all didn't just realize that? 82 seconds more to doomsday. So it's like we live in a borrowed people's time. Are you going to sit here and live in borrowed people's time, or are you going to sit here and live life to the fullest and hope that you're going to get in the gates of heaven? They say the wildest women come from churches. So at the end of the day, if you're a holy woman, you're doing holy sucking. So God gonna accept you if you ain't doing. God ain't gonna accept you if you ain't doing no holy fucking. And forgive me, I'm not playing with God, but the whole purpose of life is to reproduce, re-enjoy, relive, and recreate.
And I want to make it clear: we're not encouraging you to go out and have a one night.
I'm encouraging you to go have a one night stand.
I'm not encouraging that.
Fuck somebody, man, and send them back home.
No. Especially nowadays, I'm not encouraging that.
Right.
Fuck the nigga and send him back home.
You'll never leave him.
That's crazy. That's right. Once he get this marinated, let me tell you something. I posted, yo, you can throw your hat, my nigga. Once he get this marinated coochie that's been falling off the bone, he ain't never leaving. Chris, where you at? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're right. I could do all of that. I can have a one night stand. I can do, but what if the nigga don't leave me alone? That's the concern.
You do have to be careful.
Absolutely.
Won't go to bed.
Where he go? He ain't come back.
He went to the bathroom. He does a lot for
I'm serious. So I get it. I don't know. I'm not bold enough like that.
No. And I think, like, again, my younger days, just living, I guess, on the wild side, you can call it at that time. Did some things. And I don't regret anything that I have done in my life. It was a learning experience for me. And I think that's why maybe I may do certain things differently in life. But I guess my encouragement would be more just to not to be so afraid to explore life. And not to be so afraid, to go. I mean, just because you're dating doesn't mean you're fucking.
Absolutely.
So date a couple of men who have one for every night of the fucking week. Who cares? Fuck with people how they think about you. They may see Phoenix out with Chris today, see Phoenix out with Tom tomorrow, see Phoenix out
Chris, you going on that date?
with freaking Nick on Thursday. Who cares?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you're at the point where you're at the point where you're just you're finding you and you're gonna explore. And there's so many. I'm sure, I know you said your inbox don't be booming like that. I'm sure it does. But I'm sure there's a lot of men who are just sitting and waiting.
No, them niggas ain't waiting for me. They're not ready for me.
Hold on.
They're not.
Maybe you're not ready
Hold
to
on.
allow them to.
They know better.
Wait a minute. Can you hear
What
me,
the
baby?
fun? They know better. That's
It's
the
gonna be
difference.
alright without
You
a
understand what
fight.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
they know better. Some people already know they're not up to par.
Wait a minute. Can you hear me, baby?
Go ahead, sing that song,
It's
brother.
gonna be alright without a fight. Listen, you sit here and say they're not ready for you. First of all, let me pause you. Chris, you going on that date, Chris? I just gotta ask you. Chris, I just gotta ask you, Chris. Are you going out on that date, Chris?
I'm just throwing the name out there.
Chris smiling.
Chris, you got a date?
No, you Chris working. All right. So let me ask you. You made a slick comment,
Not the slick comment.
and you said that they are not ready for you. With that being said, I'll have this one question to ask you. What's 4 things that you need to maintain a relationship? And what's 4 things you need in the bedroom to maintain a relationship for a man to feel like he's ready for you? Don't start squinching your teeth now.
Wait, I'm not necessarily understanding that question.
So meaning, what's 4 mental things that you need to stimulate your mind so a man can approach you? But what's 4 things after he stimulates your mind intimately? What can he do to make sure that relationship is sustainable?
Oh, okay. So a man is not for me if he's too scared to approach me. That's number one. I don't have DMs. Nobody's been in my DMs. They don't go in my DMs. Any man that asks for my number, I give it to him because that nigga was bold enough to actually ask for my number. I want to let them know that you did a big thing today.
Even married men.
No married men.
Married men don't jump in her inbox. Go ahead.
No. In order to keep me stimulated, be honest with me. Don't do that jokey game. Some men are very insecure. You see that off the bat, like immediately, where they'll say something that they really mean. And I want them to really mean that, what they say. And I'll be like, oh, really? Nah, I was just joking. That's dead. I'm done. Because my thing is, you're trying to figure me out to see if maybe, let me see how she's going to respond to this. She might not respond the way, breadcrumbing or just throwing things out or fishing, whatever it's called. Don't do that to me. If you like me, say you like me. If you feel like you love me, say you love me. Don't say I was just playing.
I love you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Men do that. That's a red flag to me when they say I was just joking or whatever.
Do you know what that comes from? Do you know what that stems from?
No.
Fear, embarrassment.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Men get embarrassed.
I believe
and
it.
scared of rejection.
I believe it. God put on me to be kind.
Kind to who?
to
You
everybody.
can't be kind to everybody.
Yes, I can.
A friend to everybody is a friend to nobody.
No, let me tell you something.
She said be kind.
Kind.
So-
Kindness is a fruit of the spirit. And kindness is one of those things that if I have that in me, you heard what I said. If a young man approaches me, I don't care how old he is, I call every man a young man. I call every woman a young woman. That young woman, that young lady, she's beautiful. That young man, he was handsome. If a man walks up to me and say, hey, miss, I was noticing you. Can I get your number? I want to get to know you. He's getting my number.
Why you
Because
so aggressive?
because I be on a drought. Niggas don't ask for my number all the time. So if they're bold enough to ask, I'm giving it to them. Whether they're the right fit for me or not, they don't need to know.
So
I'll know that in a conversation.
So let me ask you one: do that same method applies to women if a woman wanted to get to know you?
Like what?
Well, we live in a society where people are really free, and a lot of times women are in that space where they either they want to men with you or even add you to their relationship. How would you feel about it?
I've never been approached by a woman. I've never been approached by a woman. People assume I've been approached because of the blonde hair, the short haircut, and whatever. It's a familiarness. So I remember being at the Dublin house, and there was a group of studs there that night. Like, that was my spot on Wednesday night. And they're behind me, and I'm looking mad cute. Let me tell you, I dress very urban. Hoodie. I think I had a hoodie. I think I had a hoodie on and whatever. But I'm very feminine at the same time. So there was these girls behind me. One I see every week. One lady I see every week. And she had them scissor girls in the back of me. And they were like, yo, what's up with her? And the girl was like, nah, I don't think she's that way. And the other girl's like, how you know? I'm hearing them. And the other girl's like, how you know? She's like, I just know she don't go that route. Within an hour, one of their members came up to me and was like, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, sure. Cause I'm kind, right? I don't know what she's going to ask me. She said, you don't deal with girls, do you? I said, you already know the answer to that question. She's like, oh my God, how would I know? And she was really pretty girl too. More feminine girl. I don't know how they call that. She wasn't studded out or whatever. I said, because it's something that's familiar to you. I said, I heard your girl tell you that. That's a familiarness. You can sense it. Y'all already knew, and you was bold enough to still ask me, which is fine, because I'm going to be kind. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to make you walk back and be like, fuck that bitch. I'm going to make you feel like what you asked me, it was answered. And I gave you the answer, but that was something you already knew, and she went back. I've never really been approached by women ever. Nobody's ever asked for my number. If they do ask for my number, I'm telling you, I walk with a spirit of discernment. I'm going to figure that this woman is not looking for a business deal. She wants something more than I'm not capable to give.
Okay, so I'm going to ask one more question.
Okay.
And then I want you to give me your answer to the question. Wait, first of all, you didn't answer. What were you going to say? Oh, shit, I forgot.
We all messed up. I don't even remember.
So let me ask, I'll ask you another question. I'll ask you a different question. And if you choose to answer, then we answer. But a period is just a coochie oil change. True or fuckery?
A period is just a coochie oil change.
Yeah.
Where you come up with your-
Yo.
Meaning, like, at the end of the day, you're my wife. For better or worse, I said I do. If you have your period, do you think I should be intimate with you while you're on your menstrual?
Okay, so for most women, for some women, that's the horniest time for them. It's when they're at their highest peak. They want to fuck like jackrabbit. I am the opposite. So my first 2 days, don't even fucking touch me. I'm cramping. I'm heavy. I'm not feeling good. I'm achy. I'm tired. No, I don't want you to touch me. Maybe towards the end, yeah, I'll let you do something, but no.
So when do that Haitian voodoo come into effect? It's just like, what day is it? I'm just curious.
You assumed that I did. I did not put that.
Oh,
I did not do
dang.
Haitian voodoo. It's just my loving, kind kindness and my patience with you.
Jay, that's bullshit. I'm the biggest hoe in New York City. How you get me to settle down? And wear a wedding ring.
I love this.
My kindness, and most importantly, my patience. You were so used to doing you, women just walking away, or as you would used to tell me, conversations we would have, you would say, I would self-sabotage shit. Just because I didn't want to get too close to this woman, I didn't want her to get too close to me.
Telling my secrets.
I'm just saying, well, you married to me now.
Yeah.
So, but that's basically
Right.
They can sue me for that shit. Allegedly. I did a lot of self-sabotaging.
Yo.
Please, we have to be like too patient with this nigga. Like, why? Like, why you still, or you have people that will hit you up like, well, what does she have that
I don't have.
I don't have?
Right.
I've been trying to get with you for years. I've been wanting this with you for years, and this chick comes along, and all of a sudden you give her everything that I want with you. So he's gotten a lot of that. Like, what does she have that I don't have?
You know what you have is what he has
Haitian
never
voodoo.
experienced. No.
Haitian voodoo.
Because let me tell you something. As much as I followed you guys, and I know that there's a question that was asked and you're looking for an answer, but I'm going to tell you guys on the outside looking in, I really admire the connection that you guys have. The covenant that you're in. I don't know what y'all do in y'all bedroom. This nigga over here is still talking about midgets. So
I
I'm
love
gonna.
midgets. I love midgets.
They're shapely nice, right?
Oh my gosh.
They got the biggest butts ever. The
And they
biggest
stand up and give
thighs.
head.
Yeah, there you
We
go.
end up having.
They don't have a choice. They can't bend down. Like, they can't get on their knees.
Listen, go back to what you were saying because you're not going to disrespect
What
my
I'm
little
saying
peoples.
is, like, I'm one of those that is pro marriage, pro union, pro love, the foundation. You don't need to question that anymore. I need you to stop. What is it that she did? I was the biggest hoe in the neighborhood. I know we're media personalities. We say the most stupidest things to keep our, viewers going. But I'm going to tell you, stop saying that. She was brought into your life for a reason. And it is what it is. You knew when you first met her that was going to be your wife. Right? So, look, I don't want you to cry, Christopher. Don't cry. But what I'm saying is,
Speaking Spanish.
I can see it. Y'all going to be together for the rest of y'all lives. And I can only desire to have what you guys have. And I love it. I love it. This show is great. Shout out to Danny. I want to say, bump that. Look, I have an event coming up February 14th.
Before you say that, before you say your event, don't go nowhere.
Oh, because I was about to.
I just want to respond to something.
Yeah.
So I want to respond to something. I know you want to say something. Then we have our closing out statements because my wife got to work tomorrow. She take care of me.
I love it.
I just want to say this. I'm not going to stop telling my testimony because I'm proud of my testimony.
Right.
People don't understand. I was in a place where I was at my lowest, I was at my darkest, but I was also at my high. And just because you're at your high doesn't mean you're at your high. I was searching, I was crying, I was scraping.
Right.
So now I'm in a position where
Give me that tissue.
I'm at God's anointing. I could sit here and talk about how damaged I was. I could sit here and elaborate how freaky I was. I could sit here and say how much I was a dead nigga. But ain't nothing like Haitian pussy that wake a nigga up. Ain't nothing like
I wasn't
Haitian pussy
expecting that.
wake a nigga
Let me
up.
tell you, I was giving him that church flag.
Let-
You know
let me
what I'm
tell you.
saying? Like, go ahead, brother.
The realest shit y'all said today is the same shit I've been saying for the last, I think, 8 months to my brothers. I would never date an American again. I'm an American. I got to have somebody from the islands. So God, if God forbid ever take my wife from this earth, I'm dating her mother.
I'm telling you, it's a difference. I don't care what nobody say.
It very much
It's a difference. It's a
very much difference.
You,
Sorry, Gee.
you have a come up. It's a come up if one of your parents is not American. It just got to be one. Like I said, I'm first generation American on my father's side. The father's house is the biggest house, so I'm my father's child. The way I move, the way I talk, that's from his house. You know what I mean? But I feel you on that. Somebody got to be from an island. Somebody got to be from.
All shade.
No.
Yeah.
All shade to the Americans. I'm not dating y'all no more.
Air high five.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say no shade to them because there's a lot of our cultural Haitian, Caribbean brothers who only date American women. So let's talk about that. So I'm not gonna shade.
That's how.
Well, you just saying what we're saying though.
Right, you're agreeing
Caribbean
with what we're
brothers,
saying.
you're agreeing.
I'm agreeing with you.
The most I'm gonna
No,
do
but
for an American.
You saying that fuck Americans and whatever, whenever they're American women or whatever like that, like.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, but there's backwards. For Caribbean men, American women are chef's
gold.
kiss.
Well, not gold, but yeah, they're higher.
It's
The point of
different.
the matter is this. Before I give my final thought,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask this one question, and then we're gonna get up out of here. It's 7 days in a week.
7 whole days.
It's 7 days in a week. I'm gonna ask you this one question. You're gonna give me the answer. I'm not gonna get into detail because we're all gonna have a part 2. Within a month of February, we will have a part 2, and then we get into the nitty gritty. Because I knew the guys wanted to hear about your sex escapades, so I flipped it.
Okay.
I'm always gonna protect our queens. There's not enough black
I
men
love that. I love
protecting our
that for you,
queens.
Chris.
So I would say this. I would ask y'all both a final question. You give me the final answer, your final thought, and where people can find you. And I know you got a show going on, so you can mention that as well.
Okay.
All right. Ladies, based on the dating pool right now, if you could be a sugar baby, would you?
Absolutely.
If I wasn't married, I would.
Absolutely.
If I was not,
I like me a daddy.
I would.
Would you have a sugar daddy or sugar mama?
She would probably have both.
No, the fuck you won't. You have a sugar daddy?
I would have a sugar daddy, sugar mom, yeah.
For real? Would you let your husband have that? A sugar mama, sugar mama?
No, did you? If I'm not married, which means there's no
She said that 3
to
times.
anybody else. There's no you. I get a sugar mom and you get none. There's none of that shit. But you trying to go with it? No. If you're single, get all the sugar mommies you want to get. But if I was single, I would get
But if you're married, would you got a sugar mama?
I'm tired. I want somebody to just do for me. I'm tired.
Wait, tell me, huh?
I just want somebody to do for me.
Like outside of what I'm doing?
Yeah, yes. Like I'm going to.
Because I don't do shit. I just want to make sure, like,
According to your question, if I were not married to you and I was single, yes, I would have a sugar daddy, a sugar mom.
so I'm asking you, if you were married, and you can have, if you have the option of
I gotta step
having
out
that,
this room.
would you have it?
No,
You so corny.
I wouldn't
Which-
do that. No. That's how shit get fuzzy, mixed up. Next thing you know, you be on Snap. There's 48 fucking hours. of this shit.
That's why you be watching that shit radio. Boom my ass. What's your answer? And let's talk about, before you fuck your answer. No, tell me your answer.
What's the question again? I'm tore up. What's the question? I know we
wanna
got 3
ask-
minutes.
I want to hear about your show.
All right.
And the question is, you answered the question already. It was the sugar baby thing.
Oh, I want to be a sugar baby. I want to be like I'm
wanna be a
big
sugar
on.
mama.
I don't want to be a sugar mama. I want to be a sugar baby. That's what you asked me, right? Don't confuse me because I've been drinking whiskey and that's my go-to. I would love to be a sugar baby. I'm a sugar baby regardless. If a man loves me, he's gonna provide, protect, and I'm just gonna give him I'm gonna give him the whole world.
Except for
So,
a threesome.
huh?
That's a part of his world. You're not gonna
You
do it
know
to him.
what? At one point in my life, I will tell you this. This is honesty for that ass.
like a lot of ass.
I was okay for a man. It was that younger dude too. Like if we were gonna be together, he was fine. I was okay with him having other women. Just don't bring the drama. You know, nigga. I'll bust off. Like I ain't got 7 blinkety blink blinks in the house for no reason. Like. But my thing was, go live your life. You know, you can always come home. That's if we had agreed to have something permanent. It didn't go that route. I wanted to respect where he was at. I've done some things. I've traveled. I had a marriage. I did. Back to what you were saying, like I knew that he has never experienced that. I don't want to stifle you. I don't want to stifle your growth. You have a lot of life to live. And that's that. You want me to talk about what I got going on? All right, so it's your number one
Wait,
around
let
the
me
way
just-
girl, Phoenix Fire. You got something else to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, what she's getting ready to tell y'all is very fucking important. I'm a big fan. I'm a big follower of everything she got going on. I don't do much supporting of people, and y'all know that. I don't do much supporting of people, But my wife and I very support Phoenix. Phoenix, what
I
the fuck
love
you
you
got
guys.
going on, Phoenix?
I
Talk to me,
love
Phoenix.
you guys. Oh my God, I love you guys. So February 14th is going down. Fall in Love with Cocktails and Conversations. Actually, this big man over here, he's on the piano, him with
Chris, come
Wanda
on, Chris.
Hollingsworth. But not only that, we got Michael Sewell coming through, the actor. Don't ever say Tubi movies.
No, I hate that for him.
Don't ever
Because
say
he's a
Tubi
dope
movies.
actor.
He is a bomb
He's a
ass.
fucking amazing
that
actor.
dude is his
Word.
Michael James is his name professionally. So I want to give a shout out to him. He was actually here on our live. So he will be also on the panel for the Valentine's edition of Fall in Love with Cocktails and Conversations. I'm proud of that. I also have a podcast every Thursday night. If I have a bomb interviewee, Thursday night on Instagram and Facebook, Straight No Chaser After Hours. Let me tell you something. I love you guys. I hate this new heart. This is the new generation. We used to go like this.
Yeah,
but
we was like
these
that.
stupid asses, they do this. But anyways, I thank you so much for having me on here. You know, I'm a media personality too, aka radio personality. So this mic here, once it's cracked, it's
open.
It's open. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, this is y'all are my
We definitely have to do it.
I love you guys.
Come back.
Yeah.
We really want you to come back, and we have to talk about coming on to your podcast. And
What is this? A Sunday night?
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if Michael James can come on with me because
Yeah,
that'll be great.
So let me just before I ask you this question, I want to say something to people, and I want to look at the camera. Understand something. We live in society where everything is categorized, but under the same umbrella. To the gentleman, Michael
James Sewell.
Jr.
Jr.
Michael
Yeah.
James Jr. I want to apologize to you. Only reason why I specified as you being on Tubi is because that's why I first acknowledged you. Right?
That's
I
what's
think
up.
you are an amazing actor.
Amazing.
He's dope. What was the show that he played? Me and you watched it. The movie.
A Best Friend's Betrayal.
I couldn't think of it. That's how my first time acknowledging him. That's why I'm like, oh, it's him.
Yo, that's crazy.
then we went and watched the movie right after.
Yo,
No,
the
but I
crazy.
watched- yeah.
That was the first interview. Listen to me. I've been drinking. That was the first movie I seen on the Tubi platform.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, something's different with this gentleman. I don't know. I reached out. I was like,
talented.
yo, that
Very
dude
talented.
he's amazing. Yeah.
So I want to say this. What you about to say, Big Father?
No, I'm just saying, shout out to the two people out the black, black.
That end up, yeah, yo, that's,
So
yeah.
right. So I'm glad you said that. It goes to where I'm going with this. I don't care if he was under Warner Brothers. I don't care if he was under Pix, AMC, whatever he was. If you're on a national television and I could look you up and wind you, kudos to you.
Yeah, he's talented.
Shout out to that gentleman. But I just wanted to let him know, not only do I admire you being an actor, despite if it's from Tubi or anywhere, Tubi's just another outlet. It's
Absolutely.
just another outlet. You ain't no different from Michael B. Jordan
Right.
or I feel like that gentleman acts so well. He could have been another Black Panther if he had an opportunity. And I don't like to toot
all
my
we
own
need
horn.
is an opportunity.
That's all he needs.
That's all he
That's
needs.
all Tyler Perry tapping with him. But don't try to do no funny shit.
he was on Tyler
I know
Perry.
he was on Tyler Perry shit. He
Yeah.
meant it. But he should have been on a lot more Tyler Perry shit.
Yeah.
Right?
He's amazing at his craft. Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I want to say this to you. I interviewed you, but I was also an actor. I was in
I can tell.
no, I'm being serious. I was in one of the most famous movies in the world. You want to tell me what it was, babe?
Please tell me.
He really was, though. He was in the movie Brown Sugar with Sanaa Lathan.
Oh, okay.
His crush for
Stop.
Efren and Jay. That's the only woman I let him sleep with outside of me. I would give him that. If she was I would give him that pass on that because he's like in love with her.
Like
Was you
Condom
in the
Mother.
basketball scene? Like you was one of the.
I was in the basketball scene. I was in the park scene next to Slick Rick. I was in the end of the movie, and I actually got if you
I
watch
have
it,
to go back. Yeah.
I have credits.
In the end.
Air high five.
credits. I
You
have
doing
credits.
something when you got credits.
They did cut my tokens part out, but I still got credits. I ain't even gonna hold you.
We know how that works.
I really
Okay.
was. I got a little nice little penny for that.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Brown Sugar.
I always tell my husband, like, you missed your call, like, you really should have went and became an actor. And I told him it's still not too late.
Nah,
I want
it's
to be a
never
porn
t-
star.
Never
All right, let me get my stuff
right,
situated.
like, it's time to go.
Baby, you got anything going on this week?
It's time to wrap it
You
up.
got anything going on, baby? Before I get my final thought.
No, regular schmegula this week. Again, shout out to Spark FM. Shout out to the Big Boss Sauce for hosting the firearms class yesterday. It was really informative, and I'm really glad that we did that class yesterday. And shout out to all the ladies that came through. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be out here packing, ready to protect our families and our loved ones as well. You know, because this world is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely look into doing that if you haven't done so. Nothing much really going on. Make sure you tune in for Saucy and Friends in the morning as she recaps, as they recap, weekend stuff, holiday stuff. Weekend stuff, holiday stuff because we got Valentine's Day coming up and things like that. And talk about all the good stuff that happened over the weekend and celebrity news and stuff. And we'll see you back here again on Sunday. I think that's it.
I will say this as my final thought. Ladies and gentlemen, life is too short. You don't know when somebody's knocking on your door and it's your time. The best thing you could do is live life. Understand, having a partner is amazing, but having more than one partner is even better.
Damn.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. Appreciate having a loved one and a friend.
Turn my mic off.
So y'all all caught my. I know what they kind of.
You gonna get niggas in trouble out here talking about
Turn my mic off.
all that other stuff you talking
So,
about.
you want to change it? All right. You know what? I'm so mean with it. I'm gonna do a whole nother scheme with it. You ready?
It's on you. My mic is off.
All right.
I'm done.
Ain't nothing greater in life than having somebody that you could spend the rest of your life with. Someone you could be honest with, someone you can appreciate, someone you can masturbate with, someone you can communicate with. But understand this, you can have all these things in life, but none of this will work if you don't have God first. Make sure you pray with your partner, stay with your partner, lay with your partner, and enjoy life. They always say happy wife is happy life. But you never say happy plan is God's man. Shout out to my man Chris, the cameraman, a.k.a. Mr. Freak Nasty. Ladies, he's going to be our next guest. He be doing shit to y'all that y'all won't understand was for the best. But we'll talk about that on another show. Shout out to Phoenix. You know what Missy Elliott said? Phoenix on the show. It's time to go. Spark FM. This is where we gotta go. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The morning show will be here again, and Phoenix will be back this February. We ain't gonna tell y'all when, but we're gonna bring Chris for the win, ladies. And if you want to see Chris, forget it. I ain't gonna tell y'all. We see y'all next week.
See y'all next Sunday, y'all.
Be honest, be truthful, be real. Be solid, suck a dick, and stay still. This bedroom topic, we out, baby. Ah!